This is a book called Aristotle's Masterpiece, a previously banned Georgian sex manual that is now up for sale. The sex manual was recently handed into an auction house by a lovely old lady who looked absolutely knackered. The manual advises that you shouldn't mate with animals, but I think we've had enough of experts, haven't we? One piece of advice is try
File protected.
Imagine one of you has the plague and the other has to dig a grave. Women are encouraged to lie on their left side if they want a girl, lie on their right side if they want a boy, and lie about having syphilis if they just want to be left alone. Would you like this to, Katie? Before we reveal the final scores, has anybody got a cutting that they would like to share? Jeremy.
Miles, this is actually a notice on the wall of the lavatory backstage, which I will put back after the show. And it says, the use of nicotine vaporizing devices is prohibited in these premises as it might activate the fire alarm, causing an evacuation.
Helen.
This is from the Eye on Tuesday, and it was sent in by Elizabeth Gatland of Perth. A local politician has said that wild boars should be given contraceptive pills to control Belgium's population.
Thank you, and now let's take a look at the final score. Jeremy and Helen have 9, but this week's winners are Katie and Andy with 10. Before we leave you, here is something spotted on South Western Railway's Twitter feed by Peter Denton in Teddington.
Between Monday the 12th and Friday the 16th of February, we will be improving our smart card systems. This means you will not be able to purchase any smart card products on our station ticket machines.
And with that, goodbye.
Taking part in the news quiz were Jeremy Hardy, Helen Lewis, Katie Brand and Andy Zaltzman. In the chair was Miles Jupp and the news was read by me, Kathy Glugston. The chair script was written by James Keppel, Robin Morgan and Sarah Morgan, with additional material by Sophie Duker and Mike Shepherd. The producer was Richard Morris and it was a BBC Studios production.
And next week, Susan Carman and Andy Hamilton will be among Miles's guests for the last in the current series at the same time at 6:30. Later tonight, the comedian Jade Adams will join the broadcaster Steph McGovern to share their favourite books with Harriet Gilbert. Their choices are John Ronson's So You've Been Publicly Shamed, and Cleves' The Seagull from the Vera series, and Postcards from the Edge by the late actress Carrie Fisher. That's a good read at 11 o'clock. And next week's Book at Bedtime here on Radio 4 will be brought to you by this chap.
I'm Andrew Scott, and I'm reading A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man by James Joyce. It's almost impossible to sum up. By the light at the pierhead he saw his face, the sorrowful